Live from Thornbury Creek at Oneida, this is Locker Room with Local 5 Sports Director Bert Griffin. Now your host, Bert Griffin.
The road trip to LA was a success for Green Bay. And even though it wasn't perfect, there's something more to love. Takeaways and turnovers have been the name of the game this season. And now the Packers return home for a pair of games against early season contenders. Get ready for another edition of Locker Room. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Locker Room right here at Thornbury Creek at Oneida. The golf course still looking good. There's light out there, but if you want to get in some quality rounds, do it soon because winter is coming. A big crowd is always out here. Right now, the Packers sit at 3-2 after going on the road and beating the Rams in LA. Josh Myers, Packers center, will join us in just a couple moments to talk about that. But first, let's hear it for the three-time Super Bowl champion, coach, player, Harry Sidney, everybody.
Hello there. Hello there. What up, man?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
I don't think anybody can complain if you have a winning record at any time in the NFL, and when the stretch run comes in November and December, this team might be one to contend with.
Well, because they're winning because of different elements. You got defense. You got a guy 5 straight interceptions.
Yeah.
You got young linebackers making plays, and then the offense. We had a guy last year, Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
Well, he's a bad boy. We'll talk about all that stuff, but there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit more in just a moment. But when you say big plays, it wasn't as if the Packers actually dominated LA. Like, they won. They were down at halftime, 13-7, but the bomb to Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs is suspended, Christian Watson is hurt. Does it really matter with this offense? Number 3, number 4, number 5, they just plug and play.
It's especially when they're number 2 in rushing in the National Football League.
Yeah.
When you look at that and then you look at the receiving core, each different guy makes a play. You got a tight end. And then you got Love, who's was a little shaky at times, but drops a beautiful pass inside 3 defensive backs for a heck of a catch to Reed. Big play.
I mean, triple coverage, when he threw that, I was like, again, this was kind of the Holmgren thing with Brett Favre way back in the day. Like, no, yeah, all right, good job. It was a dime. And that was kind of one of the criticisms of Love early on was the long ball. We saw everything he did except for that. If that part of his game develops, look out.
Well, especially if you utilize the other parts of the game.
Yeah.
We got this center here tonight, the run game, number 2 in the National Football League in rushing. When you have that and then tight ends playing, what's the defensive coordinator, what's he trying to stop?
Exactly. Well, and you mentioned Xavier McKinney.
Yes.
He was on the show last week. I'm not saying when guys come on the show it's a
good vibes. No,
I'm not saying it's a good luck charm. However, have you seen a guy make a more instant impact? Honestly, I'm saying Charles Woodson, Reggie White, and then now Xavier McKinney. Yes, Julius Peppers was good. However, what he's done in a very short time is amazing.
Well, 5 straight interceptions, 6 turnovers, just credit to him. Yeah, he's getting help, but you see a guy that's a ball hawk.
Yep.
With the balls in the air, he missed an interception. He should have had another one.
Right.
But that's, to go get a guy like that to be exactly what you need when you've been questioning the defensive secondary.
Right.
You can't complain about what's happening.
You can't have enough game changers.
No.
There's a lot of guys who are good, but if you have a game changer, that definitely works in your favor, that is for sure.
And what I find out, there seems to be different guys. There's some young guys that are making game changers, that are making big plays.
Mm-hmm. All right, you know what time it is.
Here we go.
Time now for our pivotal performance powered by local IBEW 158. Speaking of defensive backs who are playing very well, oh, by the way, how about 5 games into the season, a rookie, Evan Williams, he led the team with 10 tackles, played solid defense, and also had that game-clinching pass breakup on 4th and 5 with a minute to go to seal the deal in the Packers' 24-19 win. Evan Williams with our pivotal performance powered by IBEW Local 158. A young guy who people probably didn't even know anything about. They know his name now.
Before the game, he had a total of 34 plays. I think he played 78 plays in this game.
Yes.
I looked at him, I saw him, and I saw 33, and I flashed back to William Henderson.
Yeah.
Because of how physical this guy played, and he was all over the ball. So you got, again, that young guy just making plays, hungry.
And as much as X has a factor now in that secondary,
yes,
and Bullard, Javon Bullard, another young rookie, like, the future's bright. The future's real bright.
Edgerrin Cooper,
yes,
making plays, and that's that's the defensive side of the ball.
All right. Well, one guy who is the absolute foundation of this team on the offensive side of the ball is Packers center Josh Myers. He is in the house. We're talking Packer football with the main man in the middle. Coming up after the break.
Guys, I gave you a hat.
Welcome back to Locker Room. We got some loyal fans there and one good-looking young lady. I think, Harry, you might know who that is, right?
That's one of the granddaughters. Yes, and my sweet missus over there.
Kids are hanging out. She's the best Madonna I've ever known.
You dang right.
You ain't lying, right?
No.
Please welcome Packers center Josh Myers, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, 3-2. Things are looking all right. I mean, after that big road trip to Brazil and Jordan Love's situation,
yes.
Right now, anyone who complains, just back off a little bit, right?
Yeah, there's definitely been some adversity already throughout the season, but yeah, I think we're in a solid spot, and I think we're gonna start putting together some real consistent play. So I'm pumped for the rest of the season.
Okay. You guys, number 2 rushing league. What have you guys done different? Because we've seen the run game. What did you guys do different?
Yeah, well, I think I think our coaches have done a great job scheming up the defenses that we've played. And then I think Josh Jacobs has done an unbelievable job. He's brought kind of a different feel to our run game. We've been able to run a bit more gap scheme, which we haven't done a ton in the past. And it's kind of just opened things up, so it's going real well.
He and I talked early on when we knew Malik was going to be the guy, which when you trade for a quarterback at the end of August, it has nothing to do with the other guys, but they made things different. Is this Stenovich? Is this Matt LaFleur? Because the way you guys were scheming up some of your run blocks and pulling and trapping and bringing guys backside and using Tucker to clear out on one side, it was pretty to watch. If you like running the football, it was cool.
Yeah, I talked to someone. I know we ran the ball one game, I think 53 times, and I was talking to someone. I haven't ran that much since high school. We ran the wing T offense. All we did was run. But yeah, I think it was Matt and Steno both working together. I know Steno draws up a lot of them, and they work together a lot on it. So. Man, they did a great job, and they've been doing a great job. I think it's been really well called all year.
You know, now that that's said, and the different things, as a lineman, do you pay attention to who the running back is back there?
Not as much, no. I face the defense and look at what personnel grouping they might be subbing into or that they're in. So I'm not looking into the huddle. If you ever watch, I'm trying to figure out.
So you don't know who's in there.
So I really don't know because I tell the rest of the huddle then what defense they're in before we get onto the ball.
And look, Jordan Love. Now you're going to be a guy who has the luxury of maybe playing with 2 of the greats. Like you have Brett Favre, you have Aaron Rodgers, and now you don't give Jordan Love, or not you, but the team doesn't give him $220 million unless
because.
Unless they think
not.
he's the future. What's the difference between blocking and playing for a guy like Jordan than Aaron? This is not a positive-negative comparison. I'm just saying, what is the difference as a lineman?
Yeah, well, I think Aaron was so complex, and I was so young when I first got here. I learned a ton of things from him, and it was, I think, super beneficial for me in my career. And then I kind of transitioned into getting to play with Jordan, and by the way, like watching both of them throw the ball has just been like unbelievable.
Nuts.
Like to be able to sit like really from in the pocket and get to see like that Jaden Reed throw catch.
Yeah.
Like it was just like I don't even know what to say about it. You know, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a pleasure working with both those guys, and I think Jordan has real potential to be one of the greats.
You know, we as a lineman, when the running back runs, that's cool. Now you see Tucker Kraft running with the big ball. Does that do something different to the lineman? Because he's really one of you guys.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. He's honorary lineman. Yeah. It's awesome, man. Well, and he's just such a great guy and a good friend of mine. So it's great to see him succeed, and you know, he absolutely deserves it. And boy, he runs mean, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
I mean, authority.
Yeah.
Like and
awesome.
in the blocking game, he absolutely punishes people. Like it's not even like he's a different tight end. I said this Sunday night, and I know a lot of people probably have to. He's not in the Travis Kelce, George Kittle category yet. However, he might have the potential.
He might have a category all of his own because his angry running, and you see him, he's not a dancer. He's going to run through you.
No, he doesn't care.
If you're in the way, that's too bad. But you see that in his physical, with his blocking, like when you said to change the blocking scheme, a lot of times it was him coming, following the guard around to clean up the hole. And when you see him not shy away,
Right.
you got a player.
Look,
that's a dude. He's a dude.
He brings it now.
Yeah.
All right, we saw a fan in the crowd there with a Badger hat, and so we can't go over this a lot. I'm going to ask one question. Is Ohio State going to be the national champs when all's said and done? Is this their year?
I think they have to be, yeah. I think it's got to be their year. Yeah, I think the wide receiver they got
Alabama
down there.
lost.
Yeah.
Georgia's not that great.
Things are looking
Texas
good.
is okay.
Things are looking good. It's good to be an Ohio State fan right now.
As a Buckeye, we'll just
Yeah, he is. A fan nothing. He's a Buckeye.
Right. We're going to leave it at that. Now, look, and I'm not going to get super emotional, but you and I had a long conversation in the locker room. How much did your dad influence your life? And Harry, you've talked at length, and you've also said it might have not been the most positive experience. And that's part of the reason you got involved with my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
That was a big deal for you, wasn't it? And he passed away recently, and
Sorry to hear that.
he meant a lot to you, didn't he? Talk about for just a little bit.
Yeah, man. He passed away early during training camp this year. He played center at Kentucky and just taught me football was, kind of our thing. I mean, he taught me so much. We talked about it so much.
I'm going to jump in because I know we both have had that. Like
it's been hard,
my dad was not, God rest his soul, he passed away a couple years ago. He was not an athlete of any kind. However, he went to a job, second shift, third shift, 40 hours a week for 35 years and teaching work ethic and all of that. Was he the biggest influence in your life? I mean, we don't even need to do the 1 minute drill in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, when you have when you have a mentor like that, he meant a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he meant a ton. Yeah, and honestly, he taught me more about just mentality in terms of football, but more importantly, like just how to live your life as a man and how to carry yourself and stuff. He was just the best teacher of all that.
Well, and look, this carries over into the Packers as a whole. Earlier today, you were out there with a bunch of your guys at Lambeau Field honoring the military and one guy in particular, but in general. Take us through that experience.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like for military appreciation, we had families who had a member of their family who had fallen in service. We kind of painted some flags for them. And with them, really not for them, with them. These like wooden flags that we made and presented them with jerseys. It was cool. This little girl from the family that I was painting the flag with, they were thanking us at the end, and she ran up and gave me a big old hug. She was like 4 years old. It was cute.
Wow.
But it was a cool
Made
experience.
you want to have a daughter, huh?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, they do that to you, man. They do that to you.
It was cute, dude. It was cute.
Yeah.
Well, I know this. You and several of the fellas always are, when the Packers ask, you guys say yes. You don't have to, but you do it. And when we come back, we'll have plenty more with Packers center Josh Myers. We'll go in the zone with Cameron is there. But first, it's time for our Easy Tab Fan Zone Cam. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Thornberry Creek at Oneida for Locker Room. Our guest this week is Packers center Josh Myers. I say this every week. It's a little redundant. Give me a 20-second synopsis of the Cardinals. I think it's a team you can't overlook. At this, when the schedule came out, I was like, ooh, that's going to be an easy one. Maybe not.
Yeah. They look solid. Definitely not a team to overlook. I was actually watching film earlier today. Their defense looks solid, man. They're super active. They're running to the ball. Their defensive coordinator does a great job of mixing up looks on third downs and bringing different pressures. And they look solid. So we're gonna have to bring it on Sunday.
All right. Every week we like to go in the zone with Cameron is there, presented by Oneida Nation and Thornberry Creek.
Here with Packers linebacker Eric Wilson. Eric, I know back in high school you played linebacker, safety, and wide receiver. Was there a specific position that you preferred early on in your career?
Not really, man. I played both ways. I think I came off the field only on punt in high school, so I was out there every single play, man.
What was it like getting acclimated to just playing one way in college?
You know, it's kind of, I guess, easier because I'm used to going all day, every day. I think that's what helps, you know, now, just having a high motor, being able to go any player, however long I need to, whether that's on defense and then going into special teams or special teams going into defense, you know, don't matter. You gotta be able to go because nobody out there cares if you're tired. No one on the team cares if you're tired. You got to go out there and perform.
Walk me through your transition from Northwestern to Cincinnati and what that was like.
Well, back then there was no a transfer portal or anything, so I had to sit out a year. So just got stronger, got more familiar with the playbook. Got more familiar, you know, with the school and everything. So it was a pretty smooth transition.
How difficult was that to kind of sit that year and know that you had to do that?
Yeah, you know, you want to be out there, you want to play, but it is what it is, man. So I had to learn what I could learn, contribute in whatever way that was at practice or, you know, in the meeting room, any way I could. So just got strong, man, and yeah, it worked out.
When you got to the NFL, was there a I'm in the NFL moment, like welcome to the NFL?
First regular season game, running down on kickoff, like I'm just seeing the ball. Next thing I know, boom, somebody hits me out of nowhere. It was a wake-up call for sure.
You've moved around the league. Has that taught you anything, knowing that you've been in different spots over your career?
Yeah, for sure. Every place is different. Every situation, every role you might have might be a little bit different. But through it all, I think coming in with a great work ethic and a beginner's mentality, meaning, you know, you don't take anything for granted. You stay learning. You figure out ways to get better. And each and every day I come in, you know, I come in with a smile on my face, and I genuinely love it. So it's awesome for me to be living the dream.
All righty, thank you, fellas. You've already done our 1 minute drill. You've been a regular on the show. We appreciate that. So
Yes.
I have one question. You
Just
seemed
one.
a little overhydrated in week one when it was almost 90 degrees at Lambeau Field. And when I say overhydrated, I'm saying, has that ever happened to you in a game while, like, you literally barfed on the football?
Not to that extent. Not that I've like been real close before. I get a bit of a weak stomach. Sometimes I have to do silent cadence and my head's upside down sometimes. And anyways,
It throws you off.
excuses. Anyways, I was. They got Eric on the screen. Yeah, I was a little overhydrated, and I was out of time, and I did what I had to do. You know, I tried to not get it on the ball. I think I just failed.
Yeah. Was Malik mad? Or, you know what I mean? Like, or was he just like, dude, what?
I've seen everything now. I've seen everything now.
Yeah, he never even said anything. Maybe, you know, maybe he was just being dramatic. Maybe it wasn't that bad.
Right. All right, when we come back, it is time to wrap up the show. We'll have our keys to the game with Packers center Josh Myers and my co-host Harry Sidney.
That's awesome.
All right, we are back at Locker Room. Thornberry Creek is the place all season long. Packers center Josh Myers is our guest. You got a 2-game stretch here at home. You only got 2 of them, and then there's one down back in November where you've got a Sunday night again or Sunday afternoon against the Niners, and then Thanksgiving, of course, against Miami. How important are these 2 games against both Arizona and then all of a sudden you got a pretty good Houston team coming in too?
Yeah. I mean, I think every game is obviously, you know, every game is important, but you know, sitting at 3-2, I think getting these 2 would be huge. You know, going into a stretch of some away games. So.
I know we don't have long, but quick.
Yeah.
Tell the fans some of the job the center does in the huddle.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, I'll tell everyone the defensive personnel, and then in the run game, I make most of the calls in the run game, and then I'll make the original call in the pass game. And then if the quarterback wants to adjust, he can adjust off that.
All right, time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Dispensary. Kyler Murray got paid some good money a few years ago. It's average by NFL standards, but you have to contain him, run the football, and keep creating turnovers, right?
Yes. Yeah. I know. I saw he had a
50-yard run.
Yeah, long one, man. Yeah. So keeping him contained is going to be huge.
He's Josh Myers. He's Harry Sidney. I'm Bert Griffin. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.